Welcome back to Grammar Grade 6. This is Unit 4, Lesson 26, and today we're going to fix one of the sneakiest little mistakes in all of English. Last time we met the personal pronouns and saw that they come in two forms. Now we'll learn exactly when to reach for each one, especially in those tricky spots where a pronoun sits next to somebody's name. By the end, you'll have a tiny test you can run in your head that never fails. Let's get into it. Let's warm up with a quick recap from last lesson. Every personal pronoun has two forms, depending on the job it does. The subject forms are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. The object forms are me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. Notice how they pair up. He and him, she and her, they and them. It's the same person either way, but when the job changes, the word changes. Keeping these two lists straight is the whole game today. Here's rule number 1. When a pronoun is doing the action, use a subject form. Watch this sentence. She and I sang in the choir. She and I are the ones doing the singing, so we use the subject forms she and I. Now listen to the mistake people make. Her and me sang in the choir. That sounds a little off, doesn't it? Her and me are object forms, and objects don't do the action. Because the pair is doing the singing, the subject forms are the right choice. Now, rule number 2, the flip side. When a pronoun is receiving the action, use an object form. Look here. Coach picked her and me. Coach is the doer, and her and me are on the receiving end of the picking, so we use the object forms. The common slip is to say, Coach picked she and I. But she and I are subject forms, and here nobody is doing the action except the coach. Since the pair is being picked, the object forms her and me are correct. So why do these errors sneak in? It's the pairing. When a pronoun stands alone, your ear almost never gets it wrong. Nobody says, me baked cookies. You naturally say, I baked cookies. The trouble starts the moment we add a second name. Sam and I baked cookies. Suddenly, people get unsure and blurt out Sam and me. But here's the key idea. Adding a name next to the pronoun does not change the pronoun's job. If it was the subject alone, it's still the subject in the pair. Here's the test that saves you every time. When you're stuck on a pair, cover up the other name and say the sentence with just the pronoun. Take Jing and I or Jing and me went to the fair. Drop the words Jing and listen. I went to the fair sounds right. Me went to the fair sounds wrong. So the answer is I. Jing and I went to the fair. That's the whole trick. Whatever pronoun sounds right all by itself is exactly the one you want back in the pair. The best part is that this test works for objects too. Look at this one. Grandma called Rosa and I, or Rosa and me. Drop the words Rosa and listen again. Grandma called me sounds right. Grandma called I sounds wrong. So the answer is me. Grandma called Rosa and me. See how the same little trick handles both jobs? Whether the pronoun is doing the action or receiving it, drop the other name, trust your ear, and you'll pick the right form. Here's one more small courtesy. When you talk about yourself and someone else, name the other person first and put yourself last. We say, Jing and I went to the fair, not I and Jing went to the fair. Both are understandable, but the polite, natural order in English is to mention yourself last. Think of it as holding the door open for the other name. This one isn't really about right and wrong grammar. It's about sounding gracious. So lead with the other person and finish with and I or and me. Let's boil the whole lesson down to 3 quick steps you can run on any sentence. Step 1. Is the pronoun doing the action or receiving it? Step 2. If it's doing, reach for a subject form. If it's receiving, reach for an object form. Step 3. If you're ever unsure, drop the other name and listen to the pronoun by itself. And don't forget the little courtesy. Put your own name last. Do those and pronouns will never trip you up again. Ready to practice? In this first set, each sentence has a pair, and you'll choose the correct pronoun. Try the drop the name test in your head before I answer. Pause the video and give each one a go first. Blank and Diego built the treehouse. Let's use the test. Cover up in Diego and listen. He built the treehouse sounds right. Him built the treehouse sounds wrong. The pair is doing the building, so we need a subject form. The answer is he. The referee warned Nadia and blank. Drop the words Nadia and listen. The referee warned me sounds right. The referee warned I sounds wrong. The pair is receiving the warning, so we need an object form. The answer is me. Priya and blank will lead the parade. Cover up Priya and listen. They will lead the parade sounds right. Them will lead the parade sounds wrong. The pair is doing the leading, so we need a subject form. The answer is they. Now I'll show you a sentence and ask whether the pronoun is already correct or needs fixing. Run the same test in your head. Pause and decide each one before I reveal the answer. Me and Tomas race to the corner. Is this right? Drop Tomas and listen. Me race to the corner sounds wrong. I race to the corner is right. The pair is doing the racing, so it needs the subject form I. And we put our own name last, so it should be Tomas and I race to the corner. The teacher gave Lena and me new brushes. Is this right? Drop Lena and listen. The teacher gave me new brushes. Sounds perfect. The pair is receiving the brushes, so the object form me is exactly right. This sentence is already correct. Us cousins camped by the lake. Here, the pronoun and the word cousins point to the same group, and that group is doing the camping, so it's the subject. Test it. We camped by the lake sounds right. Us camped by the lake sounds wrong. So it should be we cousins camped by the lake. Let's wrap up what we learned. Subject forms do the action, like I, he, she, we, and they. Object forms receive the action, like me, him, her, us, and them. The pair in the middle of a sentence is what fools our ears, so when you're unsure, drop the other name and listen to the pronoun alone. And as a courtesy, always name yourself last. Master that little test and you'll get pronouns right every time. Next lesson, we'll keep exploring pronouns. Great work today. I'll see you there.